In my last video, I showcased off a build in the intro when I was talking about add-ons, to specifically use the Chatterer's Tooth add-on for Pinhead. And today, I've decided to make a full video based around that very idea by utilizing the status effect of Undetectable. Undetectable allows you to lose any sense of your terror radius, allowing you to sneak up on survivors and surprise them, while also removing your red stain, making it harder for survivors to understand your mind games. In today's video, I've thrown together a build on 3 different killers, with all of their add-ons allowing you to access Undetectable, so I hope you enjoy. Alright, we are on Pinhead. So, as you may have seen in my last video with the intro, I was running a bit of a funny build, and I've tweaked it for today. That obviously being Chatterer's Tooth Pinhead. For those who don't know what Chatterer's Tooth does, Chatterer's Tooth essentially just lets you know what on earth is going on here. I'm gonna hit you instead, Lara. I have no idea what's going on, but I'm gonna let them go in the sake of having a fun game and instead chase after the thing. So back to what I was saying, the important thing is obviously with Chatterer's Tooth, anytime you pick up the box personally or down a survivor with it, you become undetectable. And what we're pairing that up with is we are running Thrilling Tremors, Dead Man Switch, Secret Project, and obviously Turn Back the Clock. And we're pairing it up with Iridescent Box for the ability for them not to know where the box is until it becomes an issue. Hello, Young Jin. Run into Young Jin here. She's not really paying that much attention. Obviously, our Undetectable giving us a bit of an advantage. Not like it did much anyway. We're gonna go ahead and pick her right back on up again. What I will do though before hooking her is I'm gonna drop her and re-pick her up. That way I can get more Thrilling Tremors value, as well as just having the ability to know where they are repairing, which is over here, and use Turn Back the Clock. Nope, they have Dead Man Switch. I'm sorry, Lara, but unfortunately, I have a game to play. I think this Lara thinks I want to be goofy, but unfortunately, I don't have the time to do that right now. I kind of have to be killing you. We are doing pretty well, I think. This is going a lot better than my previous attempts. Well, let's just say they were attempts. They didn't do well at all. We are now in a chain hunt. So, we are gonna be getting a constant barrage of chains on everyone until they pick up that box. And because of other related things, we know where the box is. And I found the Nia, so what I can do is I can just walk on over here and just go ahead and do that. Make her think. Nope. Nerves of steel on the Nia. They are solving the box. I am gonna miss. Ooh, Young Jin is going for the save. Might as well just clean up. Seems like she didn't even want to try. What I can do though is immediately... What are you doing here, Lara? What I can do though is I can immediately go ahead and just take up more Undetectable, thanks to Thrilling Tremors. We can actually see them here right now. I don't know if they know I'm coming. I don't know if she let that happen on purpose, but it's good for the sake of video and for the sake of content, because now I can use it as a way to say, yeah, this build definitely works. We are doing, like, fairly well, but I imagine a lot of this match is just trolly vibes right now, because I don't even think the Fang knows what she's doing. Gonna go chase Lara here, but I don't even think the Lara is trying anymore. No, she's not. I guess I can just put them out of their misery. I can be the good guy, as they say. As it seems like, yeah, she really doesn't like this one. You know, this is really unfortunate. This could have been a game. Well, either way, I am gonna go ahead and get us on to another game. Obviously, I don't want to let this be the only review of the build on Pinhead. So, yeah, let me just get on to another game here, and we'll see you there. Alright, we're back. Giving it round 2. We're now on Disturbed Ward, so this could get a little bit interesting. But, yeah, let's just pick up this box and start the undetectable spree. There is a thing right in front of me, giving us easy M1 hit. Gonna go ahead and create a gateway directly on her head. She's gonna have nowhere to run. And that is already going to be one down, which is going to go ahead and pair up with Frilling. And now we are going to hopefully start the momentum. As I guarantee you, she doesn't expect it. As, well, I don't even think they were really paying that much attention to me. Just slightly too far ahead. She is going to head to Shack. Don't know if she was fully paying attention. But what she will do is she will go ahead and loop Shack. It's not gonna matter though, because I'm gonna be able to do that. And I can see the Nia running in, who is just gonna dime me up a free save. Oh, that doesn't hit her? I'm almost surprised. That's really annoying. They're gonna get the pickup now. I am gonna try and listen though, but I misheard. What I will do though is I will swap who I chase. I will instead go after Nia. That is going to be a down. I am, however, not super confident, but we get out with our life at least, which is very nice. And I'm going to go ahead and block that gen over there, thanks to Turn Back the Clock and DMS. Trying to blind me. Barely not getting it. Think I can hear her running in this direction. She is. We do get her there. She is going to keep vaulting this. What we are going to do though is do that there. She's winning all the 50s right now. We hit her with that though. And that will get her there. We're gonna be re-hopping back into Undetectable, as well as also giving them a bit of a headache because the chain hunt did start. Chain hunt started for like about a second. Not that it matters much because the Nia did go ahead and get it. I am not gonna get that, unfortunately. And she loses all of her chains. That's really annoying. I'm gonna break it, obviously, just so that they can't use it anymore. Don't know where she went. I think she ran. Oh, there she is. There. I'm gonna go ahead and keep using my Undetectable here. Do a little bit of pathing. She is choosing to stay here right now. There we go. I can hear her. Heard her running right up behind me. It's not gonna matter though. I'm just gonna go ahead and get the pickup. And I think I know. No, he is not going for the save. Rather, in fact, he's just running up to look at my head. Gonna go ahead and chase Adam here. Put this through there. That way, if he does vault, it is slower. Not that it matters much. He gets a lot of distance. We are gonna stop him there though too. And he does go ahead and choose to hop off. I'm gonna go ahead and use that. And that should have reapplied DMS onto Agen. Oh no, rather just stopped it. Gonna keep chasing Adam here though. See where he heads off to. He is up here. And our Undetectable letting us do the sneaking. Until he has nowhere left to go. Still trying to flashlight me. Someone. I say we chase the Fang. There she is off there. She is looking. Well, she wasn't, actually. Quite the easy down there. And what that's going to open is that's obviously then going to restart a chain hunt here. So we are going to be in a fairly comfortable position. And I see no reason. Let's just teleport. Immediately use our portal to slow her down. And she's not choosing to go to Shack anymore. Nice dodge. She may just full send it. Instead, no, she is sticking to this loop. Very smart. I got stuck there, unfortunately. I'll go ahead and choose that. And obviously, because she is chained up, she gets the slow vault, and that will be the end of this Neo. I am getting flash blighted again. It's not going to be a huge worry. Not right now, at least. She doesn't expect the full send. How unfortunate. I'll just keep chasing her. I see no reason not to. I'll just blow up that gen. Might as well. I have turned back the clock to do that. And we're also going to get her. So that is going to leave this Adam and this other thing in a really spot of bother here. Obviously just going to go ahead and we're going to go and pick up our box once again to re-trigger the undetectable. Here we go. It is going to let us know where they are. They are upstairs in main, so that is also very good info. And it seems like Adam doesn't know. He did not know, thanks to our undetectable, that we were just literally sneaking up right behind him. Once again, we're going to chain him. He is going to slow vault into Shaq. He is going to keep getting chained here. And we're going to hit him with our chain once again. I feel like he'll straight vault that. He does. And he's going to run to the edge filler here. Pretty much leave him with 0 options on the door. Now, we did just get DMS, which, well, because I picked him up, it is going to not tell us exactly where she is right now. But what it will do is, when it Thrilling Tremors does disappear, it was over here. And there she is there. We saw her. Gonna go ahead and chain her up. She doesn't make this window, unfortunately. She is gonna stick here by Shaq. Get her with the chain there. And I don't think there's much space for you to run anymore. And that will be it for you. Well, there you go. Second time's a charm. Obviously, getting the game that did allow us to showcase the build. Getting a lot of value out of the undetectable. Obviously, a lot of times just sneaking up on people. And obviously in the first game, we were able to grab the Nia off of the generator, even if she was not really playing. But yeah, let's get on to our next killer. Alright, we're on Nemesis. Nemesis, you know, he's a bit of a slow guy, so what we've done is we've changed out Deadman's Switch just so that we can get some corrupt action going off rip. It also means that we are undetectable off rip because the gens block immediately. And that way, we immediately get into stage 2 here because, well, no one knows where we're coming from. And that is pretty damn vital, in my opinion, as getting into tier 2 immediately opens up the door to just basically say, I don't feel like playing around your pallets anymore. Nah, I thought I'd have that. Unfortunately, this isn't tier 3 just yet. Can keep chasing the ace here, though. Ace running pretty damn predictably, and, well, I'm gonna get him here. What we can do, though, is we can go ahead and pick him up. And let's just move him on over here. 2 infections. Pretty good off the start. They are working Shaq. I'm gonna go ahead and detonate that gen from a distance. We're gonna keep using our undetectable here. What am I doing? That was definitely a decision from me. I cannot lie. This Renato's doing fairly well. Alright, fair enough. I'm gonna go ahead and just break this. I don't really feel like chasing them here. I feel like I'm just gonna go back over to the hook here. Go say hello to our friends. That being our good friends over here. We are gonna find Lara. Lara already using a vaccine. And already infected again, which is fairly nice for us. And we catch her as we round the corner. Gonna break that pallet. Leave her not many options. Tried to go for the pallet, but alas, we reached it sooner, so it's a victory for me. What I can do, though, is I can come over here. Now, this gen is being worked on, so maybe we kind of snuck up on whoever was here. It was a Renato, and I am going to get the infect on them. That's a good infect. I'm going to go ahead and keep pressuring this. I might as well. He is running into not the greatest of spaces. That's unfortunate. But what we can do here is we can go ahead and go around. Nice. Little whip drag there to get the hit. He goes wide. That's smart. Gonna keep ahead and keep chasing him here, though. And we should be able to get him here. Not if I do that. Not if I'm dumb. Gonna go ahead, though. He is running back over here. Nice dodge. This Renato knows what he's doing. I think I'm gonna go ahead and ditch the chase. I don't want to stick in one too long. We are hearing Lara. Lara's somewhere over here. Ooh. But there is an Ace over here too. Let's go say hi to our friend here. Ace is gonna throw the other pallet here down pretty fast, if I say so myself. He is just gonna start throwing these pallets like there's no tomorrow. And we are gonna be able to hit him there. He vaults the window. Just getting him, barely. What that's gonna do is that's gonna allow us to re-enter undetectable. And we do now know that they're only working on one generator. Let's see if we can head on over and prevent it from finishing. Which we do. It isn't gonna finish. And I'm gonna pressure the Lara, since I kinda need to right now, I feel. Ooh, nice little whip drag there from me. Ooh, she uses dead hard. That's good for us. Gonna go ahead and prevent that from happening in the future. We can see Ace there. That's fine. What I will do, though, is I will go ahead and drop her. Do what I did on Pinhead earlier. That way I can get a sense of the land. And I can prevent that from finishing. And we do hear this Ace. What are you doing? He... not very smart, I must say. Not being a very smart boy. They do finish the gen, but we are going to get a kill on the board. And a pretty good kill, if I say so myself. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to go ahead and actually activate my undetectable add-on here. Which is going to allow us to maybe, well, it's not really going to help us in sneaking, but what we can do, though, is we can use it to kind of get on over here. And we are going to go ahead and find Lara. We actually do get value from our Injector add-on. We did get value after all. Thrilling Tremors once again, letting us know where we need to take our action over towards. Obviously going to be able to sneak up on them. And just completely surprise them there. I'm going to go ahead and vault this. There he is there. We're going to go ahead and get the easy M1 down. Don't know where our Renato other friend is, but we're going to go ahead, put you up there. And we're going to go ahead and kill her. So we get some undetectable to just cross into the map with. Not seeing anyone here. Not yet, at least. It is proving, though, that this build is pretty damn helpful. Well, the other Renato seems like he's going to be giving up. Gonna go ahead and give us some more undetectable. I get the gist that this may be it. So I think what I should do is just, well, chill over here. We'll just wait and see if the hatch decides to spawn on over here. Don't know where Renato actually is. Ooh, my red glyph. I've been needing to get these. Don't see him. No, mister. You don't get this today. I had a feeling that the Renato was going to come over and try and get the hatch. We are going to prevent him from getting it, though. And now it is purely just going to be chase just to see how long he can go on for. I'm just gonna head up. We obviously get the infect. Liquor tongue, giving us the extra slowdown. You know, maybe he's Neo. Maybe not. Well, there you go. Getting Injector value. I forgot to even mention it at the beginning. Injector did indeed help us there in finding or catching the Lara off guard. But yeah, another killer with another add-on that gives undetectable. Pretty damn good showcase there. But yeah, let's get this build onto our final killer for the video. Alright, so our last killer is the Xenomorph. I decided to change up the build just a teensy bit. We still are running Secret Project, but instead of using anything, you know, different, we just decided we're using the same thing. Instead, we're using a slightly different variation on our good build, that being a Hex build. We're running Frill Ruin Plaything. Essentially, if they choose to not get rid of their playthings, they're constantly going to be in the knowledge, or they're not going to have the knowledge of what I'm doing. And we're pairing that up with Cat. Ooh, I missed. We're pairing it up with the Cat Cradle. That way, whenever they do bring me out of crawler form, I immediately get some undetectable. No flashlight for you. We're gonna be using that with the brown add-on that immediately breaks any turret whenever it takes me out of crawler form. So essentially, we are having undetectable because, well, they can't hear our tear radius, so technically I'm undetectable. Dwight is here, though. He opts not to take the pallet stun, so we get the free stab. And here we go. That's gonna give us some undetectable. And it's also immediately going to go ahead and break the turret. I can't speak English. The only issue, though, is that it will... Well, the Michaela didn't actually see us, so she did technically run into us. And we are indeed going to get a hit. Cat Carrier, though, being pretty helpful, as it is going to allow us to sneak on back over, and we are going to be able to stop whoever was on this. Rather unfortunately, it was Dwight. And Dwight, not gonna have anywhere to go. Our tail attack, getting him over the loop. And this is gonna be our second down of the game. So, up he goes. We're in a really good position right now. Everyone injured, already have a hook. And already getting some supreme value. We see a turret over here. I want to come ahead and see what's over here. We don't get him, but it is our Renato friend. Ooh, very nice dead hard. What I will do, though, is I will hop on in. I imagine... Ooh, the turret isn't actually in check. It's somewhere else. So they took the time to go ahead and boon my ruin, which, through a Hex Thrill of the Hunt, is, I think, around 2 minutes. So this build, already giving us value. As they're just here, why are they here? Why are they not going for the save? I'm just gonna go ahead and, you know, hook this Michaela. Let them go ahead and get their time away. But what I will do is I will do something extremely funny. I will purposely back off and back into it. That way I get undetectable. We did hear her. Here's the rain. She drops the pallet. Now, does she expect this? Nope. She didn't. She's just gonna choose to run. The Renato's dead. That's good for us. Our bloodlust is going up. And that is gonna leave her with nowhere to run. I am still just bewildered by whoever brought the boon. Their decision to say, yeah, let's boon the Hex Thrill of the Hunt. It did take our ruin, which you know, it is slightly annoying. But the downside for them is, well, all of them now have a hex totem on them, which makes us, or makes them, unable to hear our terror radius. So what that is gonna allow us is to just sneak up and do whatever we want. Turning this into, like, basically the movies. Oh, I miss. Hello, Rain. I'm not gonna chase Rain. I don't feel like chasing people straight off of Hook. I feel like it's slightly distasteful. What we can do, though, is we can immediately go ahead and get a tail strike on the Michaela. Give a generator a kick, and let's go ahead and get this Michaela into the basement for a nice hook as well. Essentially, we've just made it to where I am the alien from the movies. They do destroy that totem there. I'm gonna quickly rush on over here. That way, I can get some value. We do run into Rain. I'm gonna go ahead and get the quick hits there with the tail. Gonna keep chasing her through the middle of the cornfield. Not much area for her to really have left to run in. Oh, but you have Dead Hard. Nice. Dead Hard keeping the chase alive. She makes it to the TNL, I imagine. Yep, she'll just keep running forward. No reason for her not to. Ooh, she is really holding W right now. Unfortunately, it's not going to work forever, my dear. What we can do, though, is we can bring her on over here. Hook her on this hook, and let's see if we can find ourselves a Dwight. He may be the one that has his ears plugged thanks to our hook or our hex perk. But it's hard to tell, obviously. Only one way to find out, and that is finding him. Although, with the rain giving up, I don't think we're gonna find him anytime soon. Looks like we're just gonna have to go ahead and find him the old way. They did get rid of Thrill of the Hunt, so Dwight is still going to have no idea where I am if we are near him. So hopefully that means we can run into him. No, we do not. Well, there you go. Getting value from the build. Once again, not exactly the greatest review, but still getting value from the add-on as well as the build. Shining true with whoever decided to try and boon the rune. Either way, yeah. Once again, if you've made it to this part of the video, first I'd like to say thanks. As always, your support means the world to me, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.